right, we are back here at Mat Classic 24, the AA State Championships. We're on the 2A mat. Paul Beatty here along with Greg Hargrave as we get to weight class 152. Bobby Reece of Kingston will take on Braydan Berezay of East Valley of Spokane. And Greg, it's been an interesting bracket to say the least here, and Berezay had a lot to do that by pulling off an upset, it looks like, at regionals.
Yes, Mr. Manson from Cheney was a state champ last year, and he was defeated by Berezay at regionals, which made him unseatable during this tournament. You can only be seeded if you win your region. So he was matched up with Bobby Reece, another returning state champ, the second match of the tournament on Friday. So that put Mr. Berezay in a nice predicament there because he was on the opposite half of both of those guys. So basically there's 3 number 1 seeds on one side, and he's down there with just one other one. So he put him in that situation, and it paid off. He's in the finals, but he has his hands full with Bobby Reece.
So Reece and Elias Mason of Cheney, as you mentioned, the other defending champion, that went to a 3-1 overtime, and Reece came out with a win. That was only the second match, the quarterfinals. Reece went on to beat Cole Ricardo of Centralia 16-5 this morning in the semifinals. Berezay beat A.J. Atoigi of Sumner 10-2 to get to the finals. And right now, Reece and Berezay out on the mat, getting underway here with a minute and a half to go in the first round.
Yep, right now this is Bobby Reece, I think, is in a great position here to get a takedown. He's in no hurry. He better get in a little bit of a hurry because they might call stalemate, but he's got to keep working, try to get the takedown. There's no score yet. He might be greedy. He has the leg hook there. He might have been going for some back points himself, too. Okay, he got the 2-point takedown here. So Berezay could let go of that leg now and just start. Because I don't think he's going to get a reversal out of that position. So let's see what happens. Yeah, he's just going to buck up to his base now and start all over. Got 50 seconds to go in the first round, 2-0. Again, Bobby Reece was a state champion last year as a freshman. He's a sophomore this year. And Berezay wasn't a state placer at all last year. I don't see him anywhere in the program here. And he's a senior, so this is his last chance to get a crown.
And again, he did it by setting a bar at regionals with a big win there. And right now, only being down 2-0 here with 25 seconds left to go. Now Reece has a move on him.
He has an arm bar on him. He's got some back points. He's got his 5 count, so he has a minimum of 3 points here. And let's see what Bobby could do here, if he could adjust or anything to get the pin. I think he's content of holding him there. He almost has like an arm crusher there. He's pulling him back. He's got 4 seconds. Let's see what happens.
And that he will last. Berezay will make it through the round, but he will give up another 3 points. That sometimes also seems to be a little unfair of the sport, is Reece had him controlled for about 45 seconds, and in the end, all you get is 3 points. Seems like you should be way more ahead than 5-0, and that's good for Berezay if he can get something done here in this round.
Exactly. And another thing is, when you have the lead and you have your opponent on his back, you can just keep him there and not try to pin him, and you can't get called for stalling if he's on his back and you're getting back points. So that's a strategy in its own. So let's see what's going on here. Berezay picked bottom. Bobby Reece went straight to that arm bar, which worked the first round. Let's see if he can get that far wrist and crank him over again and get some more back points.
So there's Bobby Reece on top now. Looks like he's changing up strategies.
Yeah, he's putting on a head lever there. He's still trying to get that arm bar in there. He knows it worked that first round. He's not going to give up on that. He's going to try to get him over with that again. And if nothing else, he looks really super busy. He's not going to get in trouble with stalling or anything by going for that. So let's see what happens here.
5-0 with 1:10 left to go here in the second round. Bobby Reece in control with a 5-0 lead, and now trying to get Berezay over on his back.
Yep, he still has that arm bar in there. He's let it go. He's going to try to break him down again. He's working on that head lever again. head lever. Most of the time when people do head levers, they grab onto the wrist, not the there. He's going to the wrist. Oh, now he's back to the bicep. He's still digging in that arm bar. He's trying to get it in there. I believe he has it in there. Yeah, he has it in there again. Going to try to roll him over, get control of that far hand so he can't defend it is what he's trying to do. Oh, he's got double arm bar, Paul. He's got an arm bar on both sides. This could be trouble. This could be trouble.
Now Reece squeezing down on Berezay. Berezay trying to survive another 17 seconds. Bobby Reece has the back points already and now squeezing it, trying to get both shoulders on the mat.
Yep, he's sitting out, trying to tighten it up. But I think Berezay saved himself out of that one too. Yep, he's going to get the 3 points.
3-point near fall, and he'll extend it to an 8-0 lead over Berezay, and in total control here as they enter the third round.
Yep, and let's see what he does now. I think Bobby Reece is going to pick up. Oh, no, wait a second. It's Berezay's choice. He's picking down.
All right, third round quickly. Third place at 152, Elias Mason of Cheney. Fourth place, Cole Ricardo of Centralia. Fifth place, AJ Atoigi of Sumner. Sixth place, Derek Troy of Mark Morris. Seventh place, Carter Bushman of Quincy. And eighth place, Carson Eiswald of Seaholm.
Okay, guess what, Paul? He went right to the armbar again. If it's working, don't fix it, right? So he's got that armbar. He's trying to get control of that far wrist again. And, of course, Berezay knows exactly what's going on because it just happened to him before the last two. Oh, he's got a double armbar, Paul. He's got an armbar on both sides. He's going to rock him a little bit, and I think he's going to be in trouble here, Berezay. And if he doesn't pin him, he can lay there the whole round if he wants to because, again, he's on his back. He's not going to get called for stalling or anything.
And Bobby Reece is really trying to apply the pressure here and now going for it as he's putting that double arm bar down, and Berezay just trying to survive another minute here. And Bobby Reece really dominating this match.
Yep. Again, I really don't know if Bobby needs to try to go for the pin or not, unless it's just a pride thing. But, he's adjusting. But he doesn't need to. He just needs to keep him on his back. Okay, watch the head. Oh, it's illegal to scissors or headlock or figure for the head this year. That's a new rule. In effect, you used to be able to figure for the head, but you can't this year. And Bobby stopped it before he did it. So everything there was legal. It's 11-0 now. Just keep Berezay on his belly, and he's going to win his second state championship.
Greg, and if you take a look at this 152 weight class, Berezay is a senior, and the eighth place finisher, Carson Eiswald's a senior, but Mason, Ricardo, Atoigi, Troy, Bushman, and Reece will all be back next year. That could be one heck of a weight class if they all stay in it.
Oh, yeah. That'd be, and you didn't include Bobby Reece in there, did you? Oh, yeah, you did.
Bobby
Okay,
Reece.
Yeah, that is one heck of a weight class.
And Bobby Reece will hold on for the 11-1 win. And great sportsmanship there by Braydan Berezay, who had himself quite a run as Berezay ends up second at state. And, Greg, you just have the feeling that probably was a pretty fun run there for Mr. Berezay, even though he fell short.
Yeah, he can't be disappointed. He had a great tournament, and his tournament, like we said, didn't start this weekend. It started last week, and he set himself up in a pretty good position. He took advantage of it, but Bobby Reece is a great wrestler. Got to tap your hat to him. He did a great job.
All right, Bobby Reece, our 152-pound weight champion here in the AA State Wrestling Tournament at Mat Classic 24. Up next will be weight class 160, and we have returning state champion Riley Prentice of Tumwater. He'll take on Cody Paxman of Cedar Crest. Real quick here, Greg, what do you expect in that match?
Well, they've been ranked number 1 and 2 all season long. Riley Prentice is one of his, he's lost twice this year. One of his losses is to Cody Paxman up in the Cedar Woolley tournament. So Riley's looking forward to this match. He really is. He wants some little redemption. He is defending his state title. Also, he's a returning state champion. And I believe Mr. Paxman was second place last year at 52. I'll have to look that up when we get back.
And we will do that. We're going to take a break here as we have wrapped up weight class 152. Bobby Reece, real quick before we break away, our champion so far at weight class 106, Glenn Robertson of Fife. At 113, Wyatt Scribner of Ellensburg. At 120, Jake Conzal of Deer Park. At 126, Cole Harris of Deer Park. At 132, Cody Yike of Olympic. At 138, Jake Velarde of North Kitsap. At 145, Andrew White of WF West. And at 152, Bobby Reece of Kingston is the state champions. Those are our state champions so far. We'll take a break. When we come back, it'll be weight class 160. Riley Prentice and Cody Paxman. That's next year, watching and listening to the MAT Classic Championships on the WIAA Network.